Hi. What up, chat? The first round of RCs has happened. So today we're gonna look at the results of the RCs. Congratulations on qualifying for Lille. Thank you. We got DreamHack Dallas 2023 Saturday 9:30 ended last Saturday. So that's the tournament to look at. Just open Fireshoes Twitter. I'm gonna look at that. Top 4 MTC China Open S3 Regional Championship. 195 jugadores. Azure is controlled by Big Head Chan. Interesting. Primer y segundo lugar de Gathering Showdown Series. 163 jugadores. White Lotus with Zirda, yeah. Top 4 MTGC Championship Final Cycle 3. 157 jugadores. Okay.
GLGL.
Thank you, MTGO Salseo. Top 4 Toronto Round 3. 316 jugadores. Phoenix back. There wasn't too much Phoenix, but we're gonna take a look at it because I have not taken a look at them. Just lost in the quarterfinal of the Senra Challenge, Esper Legends. Just normal Esper. Are you worried that with Sacrifice doing very well this weekend it will be targeted? Not really. Like, I mean, a little bit, but so what? Doesn't matter. I need to check how well it actually did. My son just won the Pioneer 10k. I actually can't say which one is the son, which one is the father. It seems like this would be the son, this would be the father. Honestly, it could be the other way around. Can you share a spicy list of top 8 from the Canadian Regional Championship? Sure, yeah, I'll be taking a look at it. Oh, Derek Blayota requalified for the Pro Tour. See everyone in Barcelona. This is Sacrifice, not Sacrifice. This is Lotus. The MTG hero on Rakdos midrange won. What a hero. Grazer. So this is out. Okay. 22 lands. I guess Bosejo is like a spell for him. Zorius Lotus Field. Where's finally Revelation this deck? This deck has almost nothing in. There's almost nothing in this deck. It's kind of crazy. What if your opponent is not weak to Doomscar and Farewell? You don't have counter spells? You have draw spells? I mean, it's not too bad. Like, you do get to do a big thing. You do get to have a Teferi and like end their turn, time walk them. You know. For Thespian stage too, free Thespian stage. Welcome in Athens to say hi, for sure. for distortion. Yeah, I guess this continuity can be like a counterspell. What if you don't draw your Lotus Field though? You play this list for one match and win 1-0. Okay. Yeah, 4 Vita. It's not too bad, probably. Is Proctor relevant against anything, or is it just for Lotus? Well, I mean, there are things like Cavalier of Thorns, Kiora, Cauldron Familiar, Flathead Harvester. I don't know. There's like plenty of things that people always play like ETB cards. They're just good, right? So do you board out Strict Proctor against Lotus Field? Probably. I don't know what you're playing against Lotus Field. Distort them, reversal them, Dovin's Vita them, gas them. Probably board in 15. Oh yeah, it's very good against the Incarnation deck, that's true. Because also permanent, not only creature, so it even doesn't even die to Leyline Binding, change the rocks, funny. So against red black, this person just straight up boards out 4 Grazers for 2 depopulate, Zakama Chandra number 2. Monogreen, they cut 3 Impulse, Balaget, Behold the Beyond. For 2 Needle, 2 Satyr, 1 Rift, okay. Makes sense. I don't like just cutting Grazers on the draw against blue-green, but red black. So why do I always like misspeak? That blue-white deck was paired against only one aggro tempo deck and lost to it. You see the matchups. Devotion, Fires, Esper Control, Spirits. They lost to Spirits. Spirits looks pretty rough, yeah. Devotion, Midrange, Devotion. Rakdos Sacrifice, Devotion, Sacrifice. Midrange against Derek Pye, intentionally drew. Sacrifice midrange spirits. Strict Proctor, you just can't play it against Lotus. Yeah, you don't. And the Lotus Mirror keeps 1 Grazer. Also keeps 4 Grazer against Mono Green. 3 Impulse. Lotus, Impulse, Palaget, Recover. It's Red Black Sacrifice. The plan is to present a 59 card deck. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Did that person get a game loss? Is Chandra actually good? Chandra is just a win. It's just a win con card. It's good, yeah. It's better than if the Diabolic Tutor, I think. This person cuts Beholder Beyond a lot. The Matrix says to cyborg down to 59. Oh, here. No, that's a different matchup. Different matchup Matrix. -1. Radius -1, that's true. I guess Greasefang just go to 62. L plus ratio. Sideboard Guide Lotus. This looks not good. The colors visually. What is Iras? Alright, I'm not reading that. Iras. Rav, yeah, makes perfect sense. How does Chandra win? You get Omniscience into play and you have 3 Balagets in Chandra, that's infinite damage. Chandra 5. Play Chandra, Balaget 2 Balagets, Chandra 5 to face. Balaget Chandra. Play Chandra, Balaget 2 Balagets, 5 to face. Play Balaget and Balaget, you know. You loop this way. If you don't have Omniscience in play, you probably can deal 20 damage too pretty easily, just like... Just looping here. Manually making the mana. TBH. Against rogues, it's 62. Yeah, you just use lead and like play her 4 times. You can also there is like a loop with Otawara where you deal some damage for some mana, which MLX was explaining in the Discord, and but I didn't understand it, so I can't really tell you. But like you can do Otawara, so 4 mana to Otawara your Chandra. So I assume you deal 4 damage. So you 4 mana to Otawara. Well, you Balaget to get Balaget and Otawara. Yeah. Well, but then I don't know. Because if you don't have Omni. No, you do have Omni. Okay, if you have Omni and just 2 Balagets, you can Chandra. 4 to face. Balaget, get Balaget and Otawara. Otawara, Chandra. Chandra, 4 to face. Balaget, get Balaget, Otawara. Otawara, Chandra, yeah. And that's 4 mana. 4 mana, that's like X amount of damage for X amount of mana you can do. Yeah, you don't do that for free, it's just X damage where X is the amount of mana I can make. In increments of 4, I guess. Is there a way to fit hidden strings in the loop? No. But you don't really need 4 Balagets. For the most part, you will win. Like, once you played a good amount of Lotus Field, you kinda understand that in the Pioneer format, this is the Tron deck of the format. And you just get to do anything. You just like make the mana and then you do anything. It's gonna be fine. You have 2 Balaget and Hidden String. You Balaget the Balaget and Hidden String. Alright, and then what? Two Balaget. Well, but you don't replay Chandra, right? Because you just Balaget it on Balaget and Hidden String. Wait, you have 2 Balaget. Okay, so you have Chandra. Okay, you play Chandra. You Balaget a Balaget and strings, right? You go 5 to face, alright, with Chandra. Then you go Balaget Bage Chandra. And your hand is Chandra and strings. I think you have it wrong, Adam. Because then you play like you don't have the Balaget in your hand anymore because you got strings. Also, Chandra. No, I'll explain it to you. It doesn't work. You go Chandra. You have to, let's say, like, you need 3 Balagas to loop the Chandra, right? And you literally need to loop the Chandra to loop the Chandra. So, you can't just have 2 Balagets only. Because then you can't loop the Chandra. Because Chandra cannot be both in the graveyard and on the battlefield at the same time. That's what you're missing. When you loop, you can bring a Chandra from the sideboard. What? No, you can't. You don't play the... Like in the example, you don't play the other thing. Yeah, 2 Chandras would also do it. But then you play a second win con card in your deck. Make infinite mana with 2 Balageddon strings. No, you don't, bro. Bro. Just go through the steps. You have Chandra in play. Alright, let's like bring up Chandra because maybe... Alright, let's read what Chandra's ability is, right? Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy it. This ability triggers only once each turn. Alright, we know that. Do we understand that? It doesn't literally copy everything. That like then it should go infinite with like literally anything. Bro. That Ultimatum Behold Omniscience versus Rogues makes sense. Versus Gear Hellcat Kreuzers for the reversal Dmorka. What is the 8's fun confirmation? I would say Chandra is plenty fun as is. She doesn't need to just be infinite with everything, bros. What are you talking about? So spirits, you get 2 impulse, Balaget, pour 1 times 3. That's so much top end cut. Hold, keep Chandra, Omniscience, Boseju, Langosh, Depopulate, Zakamo, Dmorka, Chandra Pav, Satyrs. Okay, makes sense against spirits. Do similar. Can they pour against humans? 1, 2, 3. I guess that's just the same plan. But we don't bring the second Chandra here because you're like, no, she's not good enough. Yeah, if we copy everything, she would just go infinite, like by just existing. Yes, sacrifice, cut 1 Grazer, 1 Impulse, 1 Behold the Beyond. Okay. Depop, Cyclonic Rift. You just go to 59. L plus ratio. It's mono red. What's mono red, bro? That seems like a lie. Alright, so we have a few championships to look at. So let's look at the smaller ones first. The Chinese MTC China Open S3 Regional Championship. Is Joint Exploration good? I think it's possibly better than Impulse. But not fully convinced that that is the case. You don't kick it all that often, but sometimes you do, and then it's really nice. So this is Swiss face. I don't know if it also had a top 8. Seems like Demi Rogues won. It's way worse at finding glasses for turn 3 though. Yeah, but it gives you more time than if it like ramps you, then it gives you the time back. In China, Rakdos midrange, match win percentage 48%, mono green 45, classic mono green. So it was Rakdos, ooh, 12% creativity, that's pretty high actually. But also mid win rate, Lotus Field combo. Actually a decent amount, still like 6% only, and a incredible win rate. Zorius Control with a decent win rate, Enigmatic qualifiers. Not too big of a tournament, so like not too many matches played. Ragdoll Sacrifice 36. Tarka Red won, crazy. A pretty high creativity and like Lotus Field representation per tournament, but I feel like it's as the tournaments get bigger, Lotus Field is gonna get like this is on the higher end of Lotus Field possible representation in tournaments. It's gonna be less than 6% in Athens, I would think, because Athens is gonna be what 400 players roughly, something like that. Is that true, Chad? Yeah, Xiao G with rogues into the story. How come you can play into the story? That just you have treasure cruise in the format. You play into the story. Expect more than 20 Lotus gamers, then I think you are off the mark. More than 400 people live in Athens. How many Poles do you think live in Athens? How many Poles live in Athens? The Polish minority in Greece numbers more than 50,000, so it's probably more than 400 people in Athens. Athens population 3 miliony i trochę. The Polish minority in Iceland is relatively new. As of 2019, Poles constitute roughly 5% of the total population of Iceland and are by far the largest ethnic minority in the country. Bros, should be called Polsland, not Iceland. Would you emigrate to Iceland? If I were to emigrate, then maybe. Can you recognize a fellow Pole without hearing them speak? I mean, not really. It's nothing like... I don't know, do I look particularly Polish? How does a Polish person look? I just... European people. Can you recognize an Italian without hearing them speak? I cannot, no. Now, can I recognize an Icelander? Also no. Probably not. Can you recognize anyone without hearing them speak? Yeah. So, although sometimes I forget how people faces look. I meet someone, then like 2 weeks later, I'm like, how did that person, like, I'm about to meet them again. I'm like, how did that person actually look? I can't remember. And then I see them and I'm like, oh yeah, that's how they look. Nickel Boss Dragon. Fucking Nickel Boss Dragon God players, bros. Memers. Can you recognize Bobshe? I think Bobshe looks particular. How do you say that? Special enough? No, particularly enough that I could recognize him. Recognizable, yeah, recognizable enough. You don't wear your glasses, so you often can't tell if you've met someone before. They just don't wear glasses at all. Distinctive, yeah, distinctive is a good word. That's what I was looking for. Do you just straight up not wear your glasses ever? So many dynamos. Mastermind acquisition, no Chandrella. One Langosh in the sideboard. What do you think of the name Big Head Chan? Do you think that's like the is it the actual name that they were born with? Hallowed Moonlight. Hello Moonlight? Can exile Cauldron familiar with that. If I go to a movie or drive, I wear them, but I usually don't because I can see screens fine, but anything over like 3 feet is blurry. I don't know how much is 3 feet. That sounds... I guess. Can I see the screen fine? No, I would not be able to stream without glasses. I can't see the screen from here. Whenever I hear my voice, I want to die. I don't know how anyone does it. Just get used to it. I've listened to enough of my recorded voice that I'm like, I guess no, I don't like it. But I don't like it less than I used to. I mean, everyone does sounds different in their head because you hear for yourself through your school. Not like normal other people do. So I just are used to a fake voice of yours, which is not actually your voice. But it's you who is in the wrong, not everyone else. Alright, this is just decks. Anything like particularly interesting to look at? I guess what interests me is how many like creativity decks played what, so we could take a look at that. Grixis Transmogrified, this deck is so fucking bad, bros. Incredible. Hello, have you won the final of the last RCQ yesterday? Yes. I did win my RCQ yesterday. I got there and I qualified for Lille. It was a 17 people RCQ and I beat TSP Endrek in the last round. It was very easy to beat him. He complained about getting unlucky, which yeah, maybe did more a bunch. I did not. And then we got back into our car and drove back to Poznań. And had McDonald's on our way. Odds of Humans, Dire Tactics. This deck is so odd to me, like splashing for Bladso Champion, Dire Tactics. Also Jirina, Dauntless General. Exile plays Graveyard, so she's a Bojuka Bog. Did you get a Big Mac? No, I got a Maestro, Bacon, and Cheddar. Do I have spare meat hooks? No, I only have two. I had to buy one from Plancha for 200 zł kredytu. So you have to find your own Meathook Massacres. Humans you control get gain hexproof and distract while in the end of the... It's not probably too bad. Kind of a 2 mana 2/2, but I guess also a selfless spirit. Can I lend you some shoulders for Athens? Well, no, I can't. Because I don't have shoulders, I guess. It's it's the crux of the issue. I played against Creativity yesterday in the semi-final of the RCQ plus game 1, so I was like, yeah, not so great. Not so great. And then game 2 I win, game 3 I also shut my pants a little when I played on Unlicensed Hairs. My opponent destroyed it with a Prismatic command. End of turn, they had 4 lands, 2 treasures, and I was like, no, they're gonna go land, make 2 Gear Hulks, and like flashback the Prismatic command, and just like that's gonna be annoying enough, 2 5/6s. But my opponent untapped, smiled, and sacrificed 2 treasures to play Hardcast a Shark Typhoon, and then promptly lost to me in 2 turns, which was nice. I like that. Are you locked on a deck yet for the RC? Can you show a deck you already show for the RC? I'll play Sacrifice. Like, as it stands, it's this. Maybe like third claim over second panel's range. That's kind of like close to me. I'd say claim. It's 1 mana versus 3 mana. So on this stream, first we're gonna look at the deck lists. Then I'm gonna grab this and we're gonna fill this out and I'm gonna post it in the Discord. It's like... And it's gonna be available for the subscribers in Discord if you're gonna want to have a little bit of a sideboard guide for yourself. That's all I can do for you. So yeah. So I gave up on the Joldred. I'm still a bit conflicted. She has moments. It's a very high variance card though, and I probably will not end up playing her. No każdy ma sobie przepisać link ze streama teraz. No to za effort to może sobie przepisać jak chce, a jak nie to może wejść sobie na Discorda i wygodnie kliknąć, no. I tyle, no. It's you know, it's not... It's for the subscribers. It's not like against non-subscribers. I'd like to see more Sacrifice gameplay. Yeah, maybe I play a few matches today, but mostly looking at the decklist today. Will you look at Sunday's Modern Challenge results too? No, bro. 2 Gearhulk, 1 Atraxa, 1 Chandra? What the heck? What a deck. Indomitable creativity. Is Grazer Yogg based or cringe? I think it's a little bit based overall. Just kind of makes more sense with Chord of Calling and the theme of sacrificing your own creatures. Although playing Golgari Rot Farm is certainly a sacrifice you would rather not if you wouldn't have to, so. It's a bit rough with the land count. Kali Garden is fine. Kali Garden is fine. I think. For cord, it's like an untapped land. Which card is your most expensive?
Control player.
I have never seen a sideboard guide before. That is awesome to see. I feel like turn 2 grid is the best part of the deck. Yeah, maybe. Is Crazy Ryok in Modern better than Gearhulk Creativity in Pioneer? The Gearhulk Creativity deck is truly crazy to me. Kalism, thank you for the sub, but imagine you just wake up and you say, alright, I'll build a deck. I will use a 4 mana polymorph card. And I'll put a 6 mana flash control finisher from standard into play. I don't know. I mean, it does sound much better if you also mention that Magma Opus makes a treasure. It makes it a lot more cohesive, but ugh. But I'm not a big fan of this deck from playing it overall. It's 23 lands only. I guess 2 Spikefield had 25, yeah. I'm gonna be playing Cling to Dust. It's really good against them. Venboli. Oh yeah, nice Sacrifice, yeah. Very cool cards. Why did combo creativity fall off? My suspicion is that it was a little bit shitty of a deck in general. Lots of sacrifice in Dallas, Mr. Streamer. Yeah, it's like maybe not perfect, but so what? One attract set to Gearhawk too. What makes the attraction version not shitty? No, it is. I think they like creativity decks a bit shitty. Are you not in a team for Athens? Well, what do I always say, bro? What do I always say? That what is the team? Who is the team? The Twitch chat is the team, bros. I'm in a Discord with which is called Turbo Team, so I guess it's like technically you could call it a team, but I talk with them. I have not spent much time testing internally with them. Mostly just exchanging thoughts because I play on stream and then I don't want to play in the evening, so it's kind of a problem. And I don't know, I talk with Jędrek, I talk with the group of other Polish bros that are staying with us. Staying with Jędrek, with Alan, who you probably don't know, but he's like he was playing in Minneapolis, got a pretty good score with the Surat deck. Staying with Lori Vuvua and others. Now that Gavin has retired, you can rename the team. Has Gavin retired? He didn't qualify, right? But I don't know if he's retired. I mean, I have not qualified either. I need to qualify, then I can reclaim the name and I can make it, I don't know, Canister on Saturday, bros. How does one ever win an RCQ? Canister on Sunday. I won my RCQ, bros. No, it was both on Sunday. He claimed on Twitter he did and asked for normie job ideas. Bros, I did poorly at a Magic tournament. Any advice as to how the people live lives? Anyone has an idea? Hit me up. It's always kind of funny. I mean, I have no idea honestly, but pucks and potions. Logan Cute in Dallas for Barcelona, nice. I found a box of Bionicles at a garage sale for 15 this weekend. Did you buy them? I sure hope you did. What were the Bionicles? What did you get exactly? I found a box of Bionicles at a garage sale for 14 this weekend. Did you? I hope you bought them. Do you have any photos? You can identify. You can ID them. Better Call Saul. Post a photograph of your Bionicles. We can identify them. Vorniclex, a Grand Evolution. Interesting. What is the most expensive Bionicle? I mean, let's check. I would guess it's Toa Tahu, the red one, the original red one, probably. For being the oldest, and I would think the most iconic. Fandom.com, list of rarest Bionicle sets. Original Tohunga sets. Huki, Onepu, Maku, Yala, Kongu, and Matora. What the heck? No, this is not expensive. This is some like Neo bullshit. This is not an original Bionicle. Oh, the small one. Right? The Matoran version. Jestem dzieckiem. Skłamałem. 454 pieces contains 2 mana scraps. Wow. Yeah, I remember this. I'd never had it, but it's so based. Did Kanye comment on new Splendor Twin Combat Pioneer? I mean, it seems fine. Doesn't look too good. What about Scorpio VX XV1 XV1? Matanui 8998 is most expensive. Let's check. $1017 GBP 255. Toa Matanui. Not sure if I like it. H level 911. In good condition. Dismantled and checked against inventory. Right, that said, let's go and look at the deck list more. Here we got a creativity with Gear Hulks. It's a bit awkward that my sacrifice deck doesn't have Atraxa answers in the main deck, but it's also just so not worth doing, right? Because most of the creativities just have Gearhawks. They literally don't care about that. Hammer Time 5-3 with Goblin Power Driver. Wait, what? Nahiri the Unforgiving? Which one is that? The Phyrexian one. Rundveld Horde Master? Which one was that? Oh, it's this guy. Crazy. Are all of them warriors? Yeah. No, soldier. The haste one is a soldier? That sucks. The Nahiri? What a weird deck. Too bad Sagara's aid is not an aura, so you could search for it. Avoki Mask of Light 15k 10 years ago, but I don't actually think it's a Lego. It's just a big mask. Like the you put it on your face mask. Crazy shit. 4 Battle Cry Goblins for the grindy matchups. 3 Skirk Prospectus for the fast matchups. 3 Snooze for the grindy matchups. What a sideboard that is! I guess you can board out from the hammer deck into... What? Into just a goblin deck? I don't get it fully. I mean, that would make sense. You like board out 4, 8, 15. Just board in the entire sideboard. But I'm not sure how... What, like... 4, 8, 12, 15. Yeah, you keep chain the rocks. But like, I'm not sure how transformative that really is. Like, it seems like equipment deck and the goblins deck would be a pretty similar deck for the most part, maybe. Let's look at what Haoyang Zhang carried with themselves. 4 Claim the Firstborn, 2 Furnace Range, nice. 1 Shrapnel Blast in the sideboard, Cool beans. Jedi Mind Tricks. Opponent sees a transformational sideboard, but you do not actually side that in. Yeah. To jest bucie. Artifact Hate. Yeah, that's what I'm scared of. Artifact Hate. Chandrella. Creativity, Gorehawks again. Alright, nobody plays it. Atraxa creativity. Let's look at MTGC Championship Final, Cycle 3. This one was how many Jugadores? 157 Jugadores. Chupacabra Games Pioneer RCQ. Chupacabra Games. 5 enrolled players, yes, not like a big deal. Just creativity is scary the cat. No, it's just bad. Midrange, super popular. Mono white humans, fairly popular. Control, popular. Mono white humans, 60% win rate. Wow. Do you know what Chupacabra means? I don't know if it translates to something directly, but it was a type of a beast, I understood. If I understood it correctly. Mythological one. Is it creativity? 11 copies, 7%, 33, 33 free. Nice. The direct translation is goat sacker. Well, that's why Chupa Chups and Chupacabra. That makes sense. So it just comes at night and it sucks the blood from out of your goats. 57% more green devotion. Lotus Field, 5 copies. %. It's twice as much Rakdos in C than in China. Nice 45% sack deck. It's fine, it's fine. Where is it? Like, there's 2 players, they went 5-6. But the Neoform tracks are not existing. Chris Transmogrify not existing. What the heck is Chan Transmogrify? Looks like it's the Troglodyte deck season TBH. You mean mono green time? I don't think so. I mean, I can never replicate the Troglodyte results, so for me it's not. Let's see, top 8. Patrick Wu. Ooh! Maybe that's disrespectful, but I thought it's funny. Rakdos midrange, 90%. Everything is shit. No, what is important is just to I look at the percentages and like you just know. Regional Championship Sofia MTG Melee. Just see how many Europeans are there who own a mono green deck to begin with. Why is it doubled? It's the most popular was mono green? And then Rakdos? Wow, crazy. Spirits are giga base, but might not be going forward. No, I'm not trying to metagame. Don't like waste your breath on that. I'm playing Sacrifice. I already metagame. I just need to metagame my list. It's also like, you know, difference between tournaments and how they did in different tournaments. So I do just look at the amounts of decks roughly if you like, you know. Seems worth looking into. Mono green 20% of the field. Match win percentage 47. What made people play more Rakdos then? What was the like tipping point where like Rakdos became the most popular de facto deck everywhere by such a huge margin? Is that like anything specific? Since Sofia it was not. So much Phoenix, 13% Phoenix was there. 55% win rate. I mean, this was Sofia. Keruga Fires, 40%. Nice fucking deck. Control, 45%. The internet talk was Monogreen was not that good from Ban Nictas. Well, because it's not that good. But it is pretty good. But not that good. I guess Bobby Fortunelli also told people to board in Transmogrifying Wand, and now they know. People finally started playing aggro. Yeah, I guess it was not even much aggro in this. Devotion, Ragdos, Phoenix, Keruga, Control, and Spirits. Ragdos Sack being, a great deck back then still. Let's look at Dreamhack Dallas. Why is it doubled, bros? Monogreen Devotion, 11%, 54%. There was a tipping point of people thinking Monogreen is broken. I mean, I guess, is that switching from Phoenix to Creativity? I don't really know, but I'm guessing that Creativity is a bit more shit against Monogreen than Phoenix was. It makes Monogreen fine. TSP Endrek was playing just Phoenix with Thing in the Eyes. He's saying it's very good for him. He very frequently says that things are very good for him, but I actually think it's decent deck right now, Phoenix. Free ads. If you subscribe with Twitch Prime, you get to skip all the ads. Or if you use AdBlock. To improve the Rakdos matchup, I think, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like Rakdos matchups, everyone just keeps thinking of Rakdos, of the Rakdos matchup. I guess there is also 20% of the Rakdos matchup. It's interesting, the win rates. I think it's good that Mono Green is in the format. Imagine this format without Mono Green. Just kinda... It kinda keeps things in check. Makes like... Puts the combo limit on the format, which is good. 11 Ukraine, you don't have any ads either. Smiley face. That's also a way, but comes with some downsides maybe. I mean, needing to creativity for X2 always is a little bit of a bad thing. Yeah, Mono Green also got a new card, which is not irrelevant. For Sacrifice specifically, I prefer them to play Polukranos in their deck than both, but... Not favor against Ragdoll still? Then what is creativity favor against? I thought... I don't know. What if you play 2 Worms and 1 Xenagos? So if you go with X1, you can complain that you get unlucky if you hit Xenagos. Greasefang, I think. Yeah, any Fire Impulse deck is good against Greasefang. Greasefang is a bit trash. I say as it's clearly puts a respectable win rate, but... There's so many decks in Pioneer though, too, of course. How much Sacrifice was played? 37 decks, 56% win rate. It wasn't even that many. 37 out of 8,000 players, 3%. Convoke, 47% win rate. Mono White keeps like putting nice win rates. 53% here, 60% in like the China, was it, or C? C. Portable head, I don't know, bro. Like, I do think it's unhinged to like creativity into a gear hack. I think the first time I've seen that was in Inspire Spike stream, and I think that it's weird that it's stacked, but people like the deck. Novel Lord Double Da Humano, yeah, it's pretty good. It's not bad. It's really a great matchup for Sacrifice. Invasion of Gobakon, certainly a way to lose though. Phoenix should be played more. I think it's reasonable to play Phoenix in Athens. I probably will not, but Phoenix did awful at Dallas. Yeah, sure. I mean, it didn't do awful, just didn't do, wasn't played. This is Dallas, right? Sorry, no, this is not Dallas, this is Toronto. No, this is Sofia. Whoops. No, Phoenix just didn't do in Dallas. You can't say it did awful. 13 players. Okay, I mean, I guess did play 100 matches, so I guess it's not that little. Polokrans is kinda great in mono green, by the way. Yeah, I don't like playing free, it's legendary, but it has strong moments, certainly. Link, please, bro, canister. Dallas? Can link Dallas to you. I have many tournaments tabs open. Both. Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tabs open. I guess I'll send you FTF2 Pro. What deck won Dallas? It was Gruul Vehicles. Gruul Seeker, as you could say. The deck is so bad. I don't know how. I mean, it's not actually that bad, but I don't know how a person sits down and they just fucking say, yeah, I'll spend my weekend playing Gruul. But I feel this way about so many decks. I just can relate to fans of so many Pioneer decks people. I guess I just accept like maybe a limited amount of decks. I could accept playing a tournament with Rakdos mid begrudgingly, Rakdos Sacrifice, Phoenix, Mono Green, Lotus, or maybe like the Rona deck, or Boros, I guess. I feel the same way about Greasefang, kinda, to a lesser extent. I like Volda and Thrill Seeker, though. That card seems pretty good. Like you do get to deal like you do get to play Love Struck Beast, play Volda and Thrill Seeker, attack for 7 and throw it for 7. That is a lot of damage. I have to say that. You also get to steal a creature and then sacrifice with the Akron War. That's respectable. I've watched a little bit of the top 8. Thrill Seeker in Sack. Some people do that. Thrill Seeker and 2-drop. Dreadhorde, Butcher, but I think that's not so good. I've not tried that, but it does not seem. Sacrifice is way more of a mid-range control deck. This is an aggro card. You lost to that deck? What did you play? Or where did you play? Did you play an RC this weekend? Zakron more playable in Sacrifice? You can play 22 lands in your deck. Just avoid playing 4 drops. This deck is playing 8 elves and 24 lands, so it plays 4 copies of a 4 drop. But like... Ross Convoke. Nice. Cherry XD man, thank you for the raid. I hope you get a really good time. This is what I don't get. Path of Peril ×1 in your Giganta deck. Like, what the fuck, bro? It's not even a meat hook massacre, you play fucking Path of Peril. I don't get that. Path of fucking Peril, bros. Budget option? Probably, I guess, maybe. I did have not thought of that. Maybe that was not respectful enough of me. Where the Langosh gamers at? Well, Langosh is just in... So the sacrifice in the top 8. Langosh is in Lotus Fields. Midhook. Nie no, mordo, znajdziesz Midhooka. No jak nie, to ja poproszę na Twitterku, żebyś nie grał tym Path of Peril. Don't really like Annihilating Glare much. I think it's acceptable to play, but... It's kind of a sorcery speed removal spell, and those tend to be a little bit bad. Langosh is too slow versus Convoke in my opinion. Eaten Alive better? Yeah, I have a 1 Eaten Alive in my sideboard. I think Langosh is pretty good against Convoke. And I think that's pretty clear. But you cannot pass first 3 turns and play Sweeper against Convoke, then you will die, yeah. That is also true. Pulchranus Reborn, 1 leveler, 21 lands. Nothing too groundbreaking. Rob Pisano, Lotus Field combo. I've seen this list. He played Chandra and Maximize Acquisition. I don't know why. He doesn't have anything in his sideboard though. He doesn't have approach. Like why? He doesn't even have a second Chandra in the sideboard. So why is he playing Maximize Acquisition? I don't get it. Można powiedzieć, że niepisane mu było top 8 zrobić. Bros, are we live? Is the stream working? Twitch has wykrzaczył się. Talk to me in the chat. No i chuj, kurwa.